Hello everyone, I got that new strut on and yeah, it's roadworthy again. How about those apples? And so we're headed out of Windhoek and headed towards Keetmanshoop. Don't ask me, that's the way the internet pronounced it. It's a tough language. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support and that fundraiser, gosh, it's so generous. You guys are so great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And please remember to give this a thumbs up. That really helps me out too. Yeah, the further south I'm getting, the more of that Afrikaans language there is, and it's complex, but beautiful country. Look how beautiful this is, the hills and the trees, and of course a bunch of baboons. Yeah, it wouldn't be Africa without baboons. And there was a whole bunch of them right there, pretty wild. And there's a golf ball that even I could hit. Ed and Jan, I hope one of those don't come crashing into your backyard. Anyway, look at these beautiful roads. I love it so much. So great. It's a good way to make time, but this is what I really wanted to see today. This was a huge item on my list of things to do. And there was a bunch of people there that beat me to it, but they were super cool. And this guy, of course, he had to come right up and introduce himself, and I'm glad he did. Really nice guy. He had a biker shirt from San Diego. And even though I didn't understand a word he was saying, we were able to communicate. He spoke a little bit of English. And of course, through the power of sign language, he wanted me to take pictures of all of them. And I was happy to do that. I took a few pictures myself first, but they were super cool people, really sweet. And yeah, the picture session was pretty long, but it was fun. And I didn't have a strict schedule today, so I was happy to help out where I could, and they helped me out too, so it all worked no problem. And then yeah, I got wrangled in by everyone to take pictures, and really only 3 people, but it was fine. And this woman, she was pretty funny. She actually took pictures for me here in a little bit. And I believe that this woman is the wife of the biker that came up and introduced himself initially. And so I told her a little bit about the trip and gave them cards and stuff. And it was a fun interaction. And then this gentleman too gave him a card. And everybody was just really nice and really cool. And it was a good interaction. And then I wanted to get in there and get my pictures with the sign. I'm gonna go under the sign, yeah. So I really wanted photos with this sign for a long time, but here was my chance. So the Tropic of Capricorn is the southernmost point where in the winter solstice where the sun is directly overhead. And it bisects the country of Namibia by a north and south division. But yeah, there's that woman who I took a picture for earlier, and she took my picture here, and a couple others. She was very nice and accommodating. But I don't know, I think it's really cool. Oh, and when she gave me my phone back, she's like, "Be careful." I'm like, okay, everybody tells me that, but I still will take it. But I wanted to get a sticker on that sign too, because it's like amazing, right? In the United States, not really close to the tropics, and especially the Tropic of Capricorn, which is south of the equator. And I was trying to get up there on the motorcycle, and I couldn't do it, but that biker dude came over and he helped hold the motorcycle so I could stand up there and get a sticker on there. How cool is that? Got a Bactrian sticker on the Tropic of Capricorn sign, and on the sign proper, just not on the post. I was pretty happy about that. But yeah, so in the in the winter solstice in December, the sun is directly overhead, and that's as far south as the sun goes during the year. So, and then it starts traveling back north. So yeah, I think it's interesting, and goal accomplished. I can check that off the list. Look how cool that is. And of course, the Earth is tilting. The sun isn't going up and down. The Earth is tilting back and forth. So it seems like the sun is going further south and then coming back north again. But it's really the Earth tilting. I know that. I understand how the solar system works, so don't send me any hate mail. Ha ha ha. Anyway, back on the road. And I was having problems with the GPS. It wasn't charging in the cradle. And I was like, what is going on? So I pull over. I've had all kinds of problems with the GPS in different ways. And so I'm working on it. I'm going to take it all apart and clean the contacts and everything and see if that'll help get it charging again. And it helped a little bit, but I didn't notice that some of the pins were broken on the cradle. And I discovered that much later, unfortunately. But as I'm getting it all cleaned up here, I had a visitor. And I had the helmet on and my earplugs in, and there was no one around. We're pretty much out in the middle of nowhere, and I wasn't even thinking about it. And then I look over and see that dude. It surprised me a little bit, but he seemed pretty chill. And I went over and said hello, and let him know that I had the earplugs in, and I wasn't trying to be rude. But then it was time to go. I had to keep going and see how that little fix went. Wave goodbye and hit the road again. And I was going along, and I noticed that the cleaning of the pins didn't really help, and GPS still wasn't charging. So I pulled over. I'm like, okay, I'm going to strip it all the way down and really work on it and see what I can do to fix it. And so I don't know. It was kind of frustrating. 'Cause like I said, at this point, I didn't know that it was broken, but I don't know. I tried my best, and I took it apart as much as I could, and actually lost a bolt in the process. So frustrated by that. And of course, it's right in the you see that pea gravel on the little parking area, and it vanished. It was gone. And again, as I'm working, someone pulls up here. I mean, it's really nice. It's really great that people are so willing to be available. And this guy was super cool. His passenger was actually from Switzerland. And so we chatted a little bit, and they follow Itchy Boots, and I wanted to give him a card. So I was getting my stuff, and this is where I dropped that bolt that I ended up losing. It's like, dang it. I hate that. But we chatted for quite a while, and he actually might be in Peru around the same time that I'm thinking of being there. So how crazy would that be to connect, to meet in Namibia and then to connect later in Peru? That would just be mind-boggling. But God is capable of anything. And if there's anything that I've learned on this trip, that is a fact. So yeah, I'm starting to put things back together and try to get back on the road and see how those repairs went. So as I'm getting back on the road here, I should update you that the shipper that I was thinking about going through originally to fly the motorcycle from Cape Town to Buenos Aires was an astronomical price. And there was just no way that I could do a flight like I did from Dubai to Nairobi. That was just not going to be possible. So I checked into two different shippers by sea, and one of them was a good price, but they were leaving pretty quickly. So I had to boogie to get down to Cape Town, which is why I am on this road headed south, missing a bunch of things I wanted to do in Nairobi. I really needed to catch that boat to Argentina and be there on time. Then I needed some fuel, and there was a station here, and I thought it was a Shell station based on the coloring, but it wasn't. And these 3 kids came up to me pretty much immediately, and I've gotten accustomed to the idea that they want money, and that's fine. They're doing what they have to do. And normally I don't give kids money because I've been told that that they are probably working for somebody and they're not receiving the money. And this woman came in and like shooed them away. But they were persistent and they really tugged on my heart, and I wanted to help them. I really did. And they were so sweet, and those kids, they just get me so much. And this guy was all by himself, and he was running around like a madman. So, but he helped me out, and he was nice, and he was polite, and he was apologetic for, that I had to wait. And I really didn't have to wait that long. But while I was waiting, I gathered all my change and gave it to those kids. And I'm glad that I gave them my change, but I felt like I was giving more I wasn't giving out of my prosperity. I was giving out of my scarcity. I was just giving them change. I'm so blessed, and I have so much in comparison. Flying Ostrich Guest House, I thought that was funny. Oh, tell me what that sign means. But and there's a sweet doggy. But anyway, I felt convicted that I wasn't giving them as much as I could have. And I'm going to wave at this other GS. How about that? And then here's a bicyclist, pretty wild. And so I finally get to the town where I was staying the night that we talked about at the beginning of the video. I'm not going to try to pronounce it again. But it's a sweet kid in the back of this truck too. So here I am, wrapping up the day. Thank you so much for watching. I really super appreciate it. Please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. God bless everyone who has contributed. And thank you, Cooper. You're awesome. And for the fundraiser, that was amazing. And peace and love to you all.